welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to meet the owner of Dog-Eared Books in downtown Hampton. It's a used bookstore. Victoria Mitchell, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
How long have you had the store?
We opened the store last April, so we just celebrated a year recently.
Where are you located?
We are right downtown on Old Hampton Lane. If you're familiar with Musasi's, we're right by the back door of Musasi's in that cute little courtyard with the tree and all the lights that they have out there. So it's a really nice space to just sit outside and read. But it's kind of tucked in a cute little courtyard right there across from the parking garage down the street from the Grey Goose.
Okay, so are people finding your store?
Slowly. We find new people that come in all the time still a year later. They say, oh, I never knew this was here. We do have a sign out front. I try to make fun chalkboard signs every week.
Yeah, I've
so
seen
people will
them.
see
I've
that
seen them
on the street. But yeah, people are still finding us, which is fun.
Okay, so why a used bookstore? We're in the age where people apparently read books on electronic devices now, and you've brought dead trees back into view. What made you want to do that?
People say that they read on electronic devices, but all my friends that read a lot hate to read that way. There's just something about holding a book in your hand that just makes that experience better. And you know, it's never going to run out of batteries. You can take it to the beach and get it sandy, and it's going to live. So I love used books, and I love shopping in used bookstores. You never know what you're going to find in there. You can't really go in with a list. You have to just kind of explore. It's more like a treasure hunt or like yard sailing or thrifting, just to see what's there. And that's kind of part of the experience, I think.
So books are really just a passion of yours. And you know that other people have the same passion.
Absolutely. And that's been the coolest thing about the bookstore is just the people that I've met just from being there that I wouldn't have encountered. And I tell people all the time I've kind of found my tribe. We do have book club once a month as well. So that's a great time for people to get together and have that common interest. So the people that I've met have just been really amazing. They've just stopped by and kind of made a home there, and they come and visit. And
so it's almost like a community hub.
It is. It is. Hopefully it will continue to grow into a bigger one. But yeah, it has been kind of that way.
Okay, so why books? Going back, I know you said you love books, you read books, you like to hold them in your hand, but why is that? Where in your background did that happen? You know, what made you love books?
I've just always liked to read. You know, even from being a really little kid, my mom would take me up to Colonial Williamsburg to go to Scribner's, and that was just the most fun. I love books, and I love, you know, the escape that they give you, and the way the story is laid out. It's so much better than watching a movie, and you just fall in love with those characters, and they seem so real in your mind. It's just a great escape.
Yeah, and then if it is made into a movie, you go to the movie and you go, wait, they skipped this part, or so-and-so doesn't look like they're supposed to look in my head.
I know. I love movies too, but honestly, I would prefer to watch a movie that isn't a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what did you do in the past? How did you, get to the point where you were able to do this bucket list dream of yours?
Well, I've had a lot of experience in business management and personnel management throughout different careers in my life. But more recently, in 2012, my friend and business partner and I started a local cleaning company. We do housekeeping and commercial cleaning. So we have about 20 employees now that are out cleaning right now.
Oh, wow. What's the name of the company?
It's Dust Bunnies of Hampton Roads.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Yep, and so that kind of has afforded me a lot of the flexibility to kind of take this risk and have this opportunity to have more flexibility in my schedule. I have the best office ever because I just sit at the bookstore and do most of the admin work on the back end of the business for Dust Bunnies.
That's great. So you kind of work in two jobs, but they go together.
Exactly.
You also are making a point to give back to the community. I know you had a summer youth employment student last year. Why did you participate and how did that go?
Oh, I did. I loved that. And I don't know why anybody wouldn't participate. It's kind of a win-win. The city matches you with a student that is typically experiencing their first experience at employment. And they pay the employee for you. So
right.
We're not at a level to be able to pay staff at the bookstore. So it's a great opportunity for us to have somebody to help out. And it's a fun, rewarding thing to do because you really see that student grow into that position and help them with some of the challenges that they would experience with their first job.
Yeah, I think that's a really neat thing. I way back in the day was in the CETA Summer Youth Employment, and I started out as a participant and then grew into one of the administrators. And you know, we would help kids get a checking account and just learning to show up on time, learning how to dress, learning how to greet people. It is a huge help, and then they can get jobs on their own in the open market later.
Exactly.
So are you going to do it again this summer?
I am. I get to meet my new employee today, later this afternoon, so I'm really excited to see who that's going to be.
Now, I hear you also have a program going with the jail.
Yes, my friend Darius and I met Darius through the Student Youth Employment Program. He's one of the program coordinators for that. And when we were getting to know each other, I found out that he was volunteering for the Sheriff's Department, and he's been volunteering with them since 2017. So I wanted to do that immediately as soon as he told me about it. We go to the jails in Hampton every Thursday night.
Jails plural?
Yes.
So
there's
the downtown and the Pembroke?
That's right, yeah, the men's annex on Pembroke as well as the downtown Hampton jail. We take the book carts around and visit every cell and let them choose a book. And it's super rewarding. It's probably one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had. They are so appreciative. So thankful. They enjoy the book so much, and just the thought that someone is taking the time for them is huge.
That's really neat.
Yeah. And we are also a collection point at Dog-Eared Books. If anybody has any paperback books that they'd like to donate to the jail, it is a mostly male population. They typically like, fast-paced thrillers, like James Patterson is their favorite.
Okay.
But we are a collection point if anybody wants to donate to that program, because they're always in need of more paperback books.
Hey, that's good to know. I'll remember that. We'll tell people right now, if you have some paperback books to donate, particularly those that would appeal to men, Dog-Eared Books is, give us the address again.
Yeah, it's 52C Old Hampton Lane. And if you have books of your own that you'd like to swap for more used books, we do take trade-ins at the store as well for store credit.
Okay, so how does that work? You evaluate what they're worth and give us store credit for it?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I've been to used bookstores before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's a great way to just trade out your old books and find something new.
I usually give mine to the public library, but now I'll have to rethink that.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals for the future?
Oh, wow. That's a tough question. I really am just taking it day by day, which is kind of nice and different for me. I'm just really enjoying where I am right now. I think I've always been looking to the future, and now I'm in it. So
That's
I'm
great.
just
You're where
enjoying
you
that.
want to be.
I am. I'm where I want to be.
Well, and I think that Dog-Eared Books is a place that people want to be, and you're creating that sense of community. And downtown already has a nice community feel. I mean, did you think of opening anywhere else, or was it just going to be downtown?
I absolutely wanted to be in Hampton, and I kind of like my little corner of Hampton. I don't venture very far. I grew up in the Fox Hill, Buckrow area, and anything in that area was going to be great. But downtown is really adding a lot of value right now. A lot of new businesses are opening there, and it's really kind of changing the face of Hampton. Phoebus was another thought, because they're really making big moves over there as well. And I do love the downtown Phoebus area also. But there's just something cute and quirky about a little niche store like that in a downtown setting, more than a more commercial strip mall area.
Well, I think people, may have more time when they're walking around downtown. They're looking for stuff, whether they're tourists or whether it's a weekend or whether it's, your lunch hour and you work downtown. So
Exactly.
It's a very nice thing to have.
Exactly. I've met a lot of folks that work downtown. They do stop by on their lunch break and things like that. So that's been really fun.
Yeah, you're right between City Hall and the school board and the school administration.
That's right.
Those are people who like some books, I'd say.
Right.
Well, is there anything you want to add before we close up, Victoria?
I mean, I think we covered a lot of really great topics that I'm passionate about, and I really enjoyed having the opportunity to talk to you about it and let everybody know.
Okay. Well, I will come by soon because I haven't been yet, and I feel bad that it's been a year already, but I've heard great things.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming by.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for watching. I hope you will stop by Dog-Eared Books. And when you have some time to browse around, to sit and read, to talk to Victoria, to enjoy yourself with a good book. Thanks for watching.